Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a small in-between video which will probably go up after the big Barbie unboxing. Yeah, still not Japan content, but I swear on Friday, like the normal Friday video, will be a Japan toy hunting video. But I thought, because I've just finished like cleaning and styling all the dolls that I unboxed in the last video with the big package, because you know they looked all pretty disheveled and you know didn't have any fashions, etc. And I know you like to see you know, makeovers or something, but I will not show you how I do it, because this is something I can't film it. Like it's like I do it here, I do it there, then I go to this room, then I go to this room. I did a lot of that on the balcony, and then I style them maybe like in the middle of the night when I have an idea or whatever. I cannot film that. It's no, but I can show you how they turned out. So this is just what I want to show you here. And I have for the I have one more doll that I received in between, and today I found one at the flea market. I also want to show you those. So these will be the last one, so let's start with that. Let's quickly start with the two clone dolls. Of course, there's nothing super special about them. This one I will keep because she has this interesting articulation. I still don't know who she is. They have both polypropylene hair, but I mean, and they are very badly rooted. So, but I put on this actually 2000, like mid 2000s Barbie dress on her, and she almost doesn't fit any shoes. She has such tiny feet, but I mean, it works. So I will keep her because I have the feeling she could be like something like a Petra. This one I will for now also keep, although definitely not on display or anything, because her body is actually pretty good, because she holds the two snaps actually here, which other like not even every Barbie does. Also her hair is really not good, and this is the best I could do. I just randomly put this dress on her. I will take it off. I will keep her specifically for the body because I mean I cannot use it as a Barbie like body because like Petras or other dolls, they have the molded on like little or big actually ball for the ball joint on like the neck. So I could only use her for like a Petra, but if I ever find like a Petra doll, like Petra dolls had this like thing, so then I could maybe put another like a Petra head on her or something. But for now, like her body is actually pretty nice. United Colors of Benetton Barbie. She came out really nice. I recrimmed her hair, you know, swooshed up her bangs a little bit. It doesn't really look that good, but I think Benetton Barbie did not have the curled forward bangs really, so I will keep it like this. I have almost her complete outfit now. Like this is not original, and like socks and shoes not, but like she was wearing this and this. This is a better version. I have now like another double of it, but I also had the jacket. I mean the bag was on her, and I have another double of this scarf. Unfortunately she doesn't have like earrings or ring, as I said in the video, but other than that she's in pretty nice condition, and I probably will take her with me to Toyplosion, or even if someone else wants her before that in a trade or so. She looks pretty good. Here are the two Ken I don't know, twins. They almost look like twins. It's just, you know, when you look closely in the face, you can see it's a little bit of a difference. So I will keep this one. This one was the one where I already like had a loose, you know, leg, but it popped in again. It is like stable, like normal, so I can totally keep him, and they came out pretty nice. So I'm pretty sure this is sea loving Ken, not his outfit. I have nothing of his outfit, but this is a pretty nice replacement outfit for now. Looks nautical enough for me. And then he actually also had a broken leg. Same leg. I didn't notice it in the video because he had this like suit on. He had this white, you know, I don't know what, groom like suit on. But yeah, also, but his leg is broken out in a different way. I couldn't just pop it in again. It's really the plastic of the body. There was the part ripped out, but I could glue it back in, and now also he can move the leg again. So they are both okay now, and this is his full outfit, great shape Ken. he can also go then into either a trade, or I take him with me to Toyplosion. Let's keep it going with Ken. Here's Tropical Ken, full outfit. As I said, I had it. I mean, a little bit, you know, the elastic is a little bit stretched, but this is also his lei. And yeah, he can go on display like this, together with the Barbie that is wearing this outfit. I don't have Tropical Barbie, I have Island Fun Barbie. Actually, I have Island Fun Barbie in this bathing suit, but hey, like, he looks good. Then another beach babe here, at least I've dressed her in something beachy. This is the doll where I was saying, like, yeah, this is like one of the many like fashion play Barbies of the early 80s. I've dressed her now in, you know, this is a Barbie piece, I think from the late 70s. Like, there's a Petra head. This is a Barbie skirt actually from the 90s, late 90s, and also like this backpack from the 90s, and some shoes, some yellow shoes, so she can go into my yellow area. But I discovered something interesting, which has to do with her hair. I mean, yeah, also she is not super well rooted, but this is kind of normal for this style of Barbie. I mean, her hair looks quite nice. Try to thatch her parting, which I'm not really good at, never. But what I discovered is, I hope I can find it now, somewhere underneath here. Yeah, there you go. Can you see that? There is a thread rooted into her like hair, a yellow thread, which made me think, why would that be? I mean, of course, nobody in the factory wasn't just randomly rooting like threads into Barbie's hair or anything. There must have been something attached. So my guess was either a hat or like sunglasses. And I don't know any Barbie with this face that had, you know, a hat. But I know that actually this face originally, like, I mean, yeah, lots of other like City Barbie, Super Dance, Safari Barbie, blah, 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 and Fashion Play had this face, but this face like paint originally actually comes from the Sensational Malibu Barbie. And so it could also be her, because Sensational Malibu Barbie had sunglasses on her head. I don't know if they were like you know, fixed with a thread, but it could be. Otherwise, I don't know why she has the thread in. I think like City Barbie, Movie Date Barbie also had the same sunglasses. So it could also have been her. But that's why I decided to keep her, because it's a little more interesting with this, you know, thread in her hair. And she has really nice hair, etc. So she will be definitely on display in my yellow area. The other one where you can't really tell which Barbie it is this girl. Absolutely love her. Her hair came also out super nice. I mean, also here not rooted super well, but if you like, you know, do the parting at a specific like spot, etc., and you comb it the right way, then it looks super fine actually. Yeah, so she could have been like sports star Barbie, disco Barbie, Golden Knights, disco/Golden Knights. What are the other ones? Beach Fun/Acapulco, Jeans. So a lot of, but all of them mostly released in Europe and I think Canada. But yeah, I don't have any of these outfits. That's why I put this Barbie like play suit here from like the early 80s, I think, on her, paired it with, you know, this little necklace, which was also in the lot. I think it looks super good, but I also really wanted something blue for her because it matches her eyes, so super nice. And then I paired it with yellow mules. Those are not original, those are clone mules, but still they look really good. And I absolutely love this one. Also, she will go on display, definitely somewhere in my blue area. Here is Twirly Curls. Oh, and she came out so nice. I knew her hair would be pretty nice. Sure, the ends are a tiny bit frizzled, although multiple boil washes, but I decided to put like, and I dared to put her in a completely different outfit, although I think I have another double of Twirly Curls outfit, but I have already one Twirly Curls on display. So I actually put her in this outfit, which is a late 80s, I think, dinner date look. Absolutely love this line, and this outfit is almost complete, I think. Don't know which shoes. I think it came with blue shoes, but I put some other shoes on her, which those are, I think, also Petra shoes from the 90s or something. But I technically like to have like Barbies from the, let's say early 80s, and also in an early 80s outfit. With her, I made an exception. I don't know, this is like late 80s. But I like to have these slimmer shoes on them, and not the when they have these delicate feet. I don't like to put the chunky 90s pumps on her. That's why I put these Petra pumps on her. And I have decided to also keep her because the one I have on display, actually the Curly Twirls Barbie, Twirly Curls, is the variant. You can clearly see that she, on the right here, she has way more eye makeup. She has also darker hair, which could have been darkened, I don't know, but she is way lighter, and also her eye makeup is way lighter. They are, I think, Malaysia or something versus, I can also look it up. I always forget these things. No, Philippines versus Taiwan. And but I have another one with this, less eye makeup, as I said actually in the video, because I was thinking mine on display is this one, but no, the one I have is, the one without. Oh no, she lost the clutch. The one without hair that I have is this version. But now I have one. I don't need to rehair her. I have this version also with wonderful hair, and they can both go on display, and she can stay in this wonderful outfit. I absolutely love this one. So here's one of the standard Barbies. The first one I pulled out of the box, so the later one, the one from the mid-60s, so mid-70s, 76, that's what I wanted to say, to 77. I have decided to put this outfit on her because it's one very similar to what she could have come with. Sure, she most likely would have come in just with the pink bathing suit, but there were so many versions of exactly this doll that came with so many other fashions, but I don't have any of them. But I have this Donnie and Marie Osmond fashion, and there was one that she was released with that looks very similar, with exactly the same material, exactly the same trims, just like this lace is more like all over the dress, but it looks super, super similar. So I think this is just a variant of this dress, or they made this dress then just the same materials. That's why she will go on display, but she will probably go on display where my older dolls are. I think she will look very nice next to my Funtime Skipper. And yeah, with this hat, because also here sometimes it doesn't really look very good because there's not a lot of hair, but her hair actually is quite nice. Also the material is nice. I think this is definitely already Saran hair. Also, tried to restore her as nice as good as possible, but you can see the hair has been slightly cut. There's shorter hair in between, but especially from the front. And if you put this old 60s Petra head on, it looks really cute. So also put on some older, not original, but some older pilgrim shoes on her, because I think she absolutely can rock them. This looks best with these type of shoes. Here's the other standard Barbie, the earlier one, the one that you can't really sell, well, the one made in Korea. So she could be early 70s, or 72 or something, but she could also be a little later. I decided to put on a hat, because what I can't get off is this dark spot here. It doesn't look super bad now, but because when you comb a little bit of the hair over it. But yeah, I almost thought it might be mold, maybe also coming from the inside or something. But I took off her head, and there's nothing on the inside, so it's a stain. And I don't want to stain remove this, because honestly, I've tried it with acne cream, but it's not working at all. I don't know if you Americans have different acne cream than we have. It wasn't working at all, not on this doll, but on another doll where I tried to do a stain removal. And my retro briding with hydrogen peroxide, I think wouldn't work for it really, or it wouldn't take ages or something. So also I love this hat, and I've always wanted to really put it on one of my dolls on display. I love hats on dolls, as you might have I didn't even put that many hats on, but I really love to put hats on dolls. Headwear, like, always rounds up an outfit. What I also definitely wanted to do is, because she had a, you know, a difference in head color versus like body color, because the head has darkened over time. That's why I put her in a turtleneck. This is not necessarily a turtleneck, actually. I think you should put it on the other way around. I think it's also just a cheap, like, I don't know what, early 90s Petra thing, or Steffi Love or something like that. But it looks very good like this. And then I put these Petra like arm cuffs on. I don't know, it looks very 70s. I like it. And I wanted to get back to, you know, I wanted to pull the colors of this hat together with these two colors, because, you know, on the hat there's blue and there's pink, so blue and pink. And what's better than for, you know, a 70s doll than, you know, some bell bottoms, denims. They look a little short, but no, they are actually this is the only original Barbie thing, I think. And I think these are from a 70s Best Buy outfit, these pants. And then I put these mules on her, which I think these little bit platform mules or thicker mules, they are more modern. I don't know how modern, they might be 90s or something, but they're not 70s definitely, but it looks very, very nice on her. So yeah, this is this standard Barbie, and her hair is really not very nice. So it's really, I mean, look at that. There's no rooting at all here, and also some of the scalp has also discolored, and also no. Actually, I don't think there's much cut, but also a little bit, because you can see this is the longest like strength, and yeah, so definitely she looks better with her hat on. Now I can't put it on with one hand. Also, her hair type is, I'm not sure if it is saran. It could be, but it could also be still acetate. I'm not sure. It behaved a little bit different than the other hair types, but I think it's not acetate. The only doll that had acetate here of this lot is, and we are getting to her now, is Malibu. So I love her outfit so much. I put on this, actually this is a Petra dress. It's a very, very short little Petra dress from the 60s, but it looks very mod, or like still, you know, early 70s. It looks very early 70s to me, and that's what she is. I mean, I forgot to say it in the video, of course, Malibu Barbie was released a lot more than just in 71. There was even like throughout the 70s, there were also multiple versions, and then in a different swimsuit, etc. So she could also be one from like 76 or something. But yeah, actually this collar does not belong to the dress. This is a separate piece that I've put underneath. You can see that in the back, because now it's not very, you know, doesn't fit very well anymore, but who cares? And as this dress is so damn short, I have like put these little, you know, these little lace pants underneath. And then she also clearly needed some pilgrims, because this is the era of, you know, this is what a doll in this outfit would have worn. So I love how she came out. And she also goes into the area of my collection with the older dolls. So I already have a Malibu Barbie in the blue swimsuit there, so she can join her and then give this area a little bit of fresh green. And yeah, you can see, of course, her hair is significantly cut here, but like almost like a short or like a long bob. Then it, you know, gets longer in the front. But especially from the front, you cannot even really notice it super. But yeah, this is acetate hair. This is not saran. This you can, I don't know, when you wash it and when you feel it, it's more coarse and it behaves different. So, but yeah, Malibu Barbie. And I think these were the dolls from the lot. Oh, Pocahontas. I haven't done Pocahontas yet. She is just, she was standing in a different area. Like I had put all the dolls that I had to work on there. But as she's bigger, I put her somewhere else and I forgot about her. And she's still standing there. But I also don't have an outfit for Pocahontas at all. So I don't know what I'm going to do with her. But there's more dolls because, as I said, I have received another doll in the meantime. I bought her on eBay, actually won the auction for like euro, I think, from Germany. And it is a doll that has evaded, like has always like been on my wish list, but I have never found her, I've never come across her. So now I have her. It's California Dream Barbie, or I think as she was more or less just called California Barbie here in Europe. I had most of her outfit. She is in a really nice condition in terms of the hair. She never had really long hair. This is the correct hair length. She has all of her wonderful, like swoofy big bangs here. She is rooted very much, like the bangs are really like not just in the front. That's the really big thing. Some people even put like a little like rubber band in here to have a little like ponytail of her with her bangs, but I like to keep it open. This is the Saran hair variant made in Malaysia. I have seen also this doll with Kanekalon hair. Well, she is from the late 80s, so 87. Actually a very significant Barbie line, and I've really wanted her. I had parts of her outfit for a very, very long time. Found it very in the beginning of my collection. I had the skirt, I had, I think, the bra, and I do also have, you know, the little panty. So it is, you can take like this off, and then she has a little, well, she has a bikini, so she can go on the beach, because she is partially a beach doll, you know, California Dream. That's all, you know, the beach fantasy of Barbie. She has one of her earrings. I wish she would have both, but yeah, this has been, you know, at one point broken out. But I was happy that she had one of her earrings. I mostly find her without any earrings. And these are not the easiest earrings to replace, to find a replacement. Yeah, this is the same mold of earrings that the glitter hair Barbies have, but she has them in green, and she was the first doll that had them because glitter hair came in the 90s and afterwards. She has one little or two little defects, meaning she has a little spot here, and the other one you can't even really see, but there's another little spot there, which I think this is not a dirt or anything, and I couldn't get it off. This might be something that the material of the head starts to deteriorate or something. Maybe it gets worse, maybe she gets more spots. I don't know. For now, it doesn't bug me at all. I mean, this is like a little beauty mark or something even there, so no problem. She even came with this and with this piece, but I had it already, so I picked out the ones that looked in a better condition. I have her socks, and these are not her shoes. She has a little bit of different shoes, and she also came with roller blades, which I also don't have. But this Barbie line is so significant, not necessarily because of Barbie herself, but you know, this Barbie line like reintroduced Mitch into the, you know, Barbie Friends group in the late 80s, while Mitch was gone for I don't know how many years, because she was, you know, Barbie's first best friend in the early 60s, but was already discontinued in the late 60s. So throughout the 70s and 80s there was no Mitch, but here with this line they reintroduced Mitch. They for the first time introduced Teresa in this line, and Christy got her own face mold again in this line. And another thing is that actually in Europe, and I can show you that, because I also have proof in this Barbie journal here, that this line in Europe only consisted of 3 dolls. And there they are. This line in Europe only consisted of Barbie, Ken, and Skipper. Yeah, this is another significant thing. In Europe, we had a Skipper. I do have the Skipper, although I have none of her outfit. And also another interesting thing is that this Skipper was the very last Skipper to ever use the, you know, young, you know, Skipper face and body mold. They had switched it around and throughout the 80s with, you know, different faces and different body molds already, but they always returned at points to the smaller one, but this was the last time that Skipper was this young. But yeah, in Europe we only had these 3 dolls. No Teresa, no Mitch, and no Christy. So I was always hoping that I would come across this doll at a flea market, because I had found most of her outfit at the flea market already, but nope. I don't know. Also, I think not a lot of like collectors have her in their collections or something. I have the feeling she's not a super common doll. I don't know why that is, but yeah. So I'm happy to have her now. But there's two more dolls that I want to show you, and one is the one that I found just today at the flea market, because today's Sunday. I went just to my local flea market. Not really, I didn't even take the camera with me because I know there's not a lot to film, and there was not a lot to film, but I picked up this doll. Yeah, she's from the late 90s, so almost 10 years later than, well, actually 10 years later exactly than a California Dream Barbie, because she's 97, probably in stores in 98. Yeah, she's the flip and dive Barbie. I haven't done much to her yet. You can see her hair looks still whoop. But what I have done is actually I rehaired these little tendrils here. She was missing them. Someone had cut them off, so I have, rehaired them. I just, have a very similar Saran hair, so I just rehaired these parts, but I haven't cut them. I should probably cut them about this short and then curl them a little bit. I haven't done that. But other than that, she comes with her bathing suit and it looks in super good condition. Also, what drew me to her is, she has earrings and she also has her ring. And I don't have this doll. 97 is a little late for my taste because they started using the Mackie face for the Playline dolls. And although I think this is a very pretty face, especially the waist, the eyes are painted, etc. There's a little difference to what dolls I technically are more like, which is 80s and then early to mid 90s. But she's still super pretty, and as I said, I didn't have this doll, and she is still like a neon 90s Barbie. She has a gimmick, and the gimmick is not really, I can show it to you a little bit, because her legs, they kind of, they have a spring inside them. Nah, can you please just stay? No, she doesn't want to work. But technically you would then put her on a little thing, a pink, plastic thing at the edge of a pool or something. And whatever it is, it would be triggered that then, zack, and she would make a flip somehow into the water. As I don't know exactly how it works, and I don't have this apparatus. I don't think she would work just without it. But I'm happy enough to just have her. And therefore her body is also different, so she looks because she has the big flat feet, etc. But you can see that there is some more mechanics in her with these springs. Also, she can't do the splits like any other of this body mold, because, well, she couldn't ride a horse or anything, so she can only do this. And also she has nothing in her waist. So there is no twist and turn, nor this ball joint thing that the gymnast Barbies have. And also her arms are not the typical gymnast, it's the typical late 90s straight arms that can go out. So she is on an interesting body, but it's because of this weird gimmick here, this bloop, that she would then jump. Flip and dive Barbie. She has this Speedo thing. I think Speedo was a diving, or I don't know, it's a sport company, definitely, so they collaborated with them. And it's weird because when you look closely, her I don't know if you can see that, there is a little rip in her chin, and as I said, someone cut these let's call them tendrils, because probably kids didn't like it because it's weird. It's like little bangs just to the sides here. But other than that, she doesn't look like she was ever played with in the water or anything, because this looks so good. It looks pristine, really. And yeah, other than that, her body also. So I was really happy to find her, because she will not be in any other flea market video. I paid €3. They started at €5, but then I pointed out that she had the cut little strands and no accessories to her, and then I asked for €3, and they were fine with that, because they remembered that they had cut this off. So yeah, but the rest of her hair, by the way, is not cut. It's I haven't styled it or anything. It's she had short hair, and she actually also had a pink little ruffle scrunchie for her hair. I think a real a material one. And I want to show you one more doll. Because while I was rehairing these little strands of hair, I remembered that I had another doll that I wanted to rehair the bangs, and this is her. You've seen her in another flea market video, my double with the cut hair, Hollywood hair Teresa, but now I have haired her bangs. That's what I've done. Sure, this is a little bit too light, but she has pretty light hair, some strands, so that's why I used the same blonde on her. I still actually have to cut it off about this and then curl it, and then she will be nice again. This is not an outfit that will go on display. I just didn't want to show you a naked doll again. So, but yeah, that's what I've also done. And that's actually it. So I think this was still like 30 minutes of footage or something, but I hope you enjoyed this, especially if you were like interested in like which dolls I would keep or how I would restyle them or how they would turn out, because you know, some of them looked very not so good because like when they come out of this box and whatever, the hair wasn't done. And now I have done all of that, and I will keep most of them actually. It's not a lot that I will not keep, but definitely, as I said, we'll return to the Japan toy hunts again for like probably on Friday. And for now, yeah, if you did enjoy this video, this is not a big thing here, but you can give it a thumbs up, you can comment down below, and if you are not subscribed but you are interested in all of that, because my channel is not just Barbie, there's a lot of Barbie here and there, but you know, I also like to collect all of these other cute 90s and 80s toys. So thank you so much for watching, see you real soon, and may the toys be with you.